Welcome back, everybody, to another Code Peterson tutorial with some more MIT App Inventor for this short series where we're learning how to make apps for our Android phones. This episode, we're going to put together an app that allows you to choose a random item from a list. The example I'm going to use, you're trying to come up with ideas for supper or lunch, and maybe you want to go out to eat and you don't know what to eat or where to go. So we're going to make an app that is randomly going to select a restaurant for us, so we never have to go through life making those tough decisions ever again. All right, going up here to New Project, and I will call this one Random List, and everything else default, okay. So we could start off by going here onto the left-hand side and bring in our label here. We'll type in here, where should we eat? And maybe change the font size here to 24, and we'll have it be bold. And we go here, we'll go text align center. And for the height, we'll leave automatic, but for the width, we'll go to fill to parent, and we'll click OK. And then underneath that, we're going to put in another label. We can also give this one a width of fill to parent, and maybe this one will go with like a size 18 font, and we'll center it in there. And for the text for this one, we'll just put in 3 question marks. All right, now we have 2 labels here, and it might get confusing if we try changing these or accessing these labels in our blocks. So if I select the top one, and it's called label 1 here, now I'm going to rename it, and I'll call this one question label. And then the second one I will rename answer label. So I'll be able to tell those apart. All right, then underneath that, I will bring in a button. I will rename it, and I will call this one generate button. And for the width, I'll go fill to parent. Get on here. The text is already centered with this one, and I will change the text in this one to maybe click to select restaurant. And then I'll bring another button underneath that, and this one I'll rename to exit button. And this will be similar to one we did with our last tutorial. We'll say for the text, hold to exit, and for the width, fill to parent. Now, using what we learned from our other tutorials, you can go in and change the type. You can go in and change any of these colors, make it look how you want to, but this will be enough to get us started with what we want to do here. We should be ready to roll. So we're going to go over here to blocks, and we are going to find our generate button. And when generate button click, we'll select that and bring it over here. And we want to go here to our lists section. And we want to find the one that says make a list. And if we bring our items here and click and drag this into here, 2, 3, 4. We'll go with just 5, but you can make this list as long as you would like. All right, then I'm going to go over here to text. And I can just select this and Control C to copy it and then Control V to paste. And these little text items we'll put here. And we'll just go like McDonald's runs. I live in Nebraska, so you have to put runs in there. Chick-fil-A, Subway, and Taco John's. There we go. So we have these restaurants in here. Then I need to go back over here to list. And I'm looking for, pick a random list item. That's what I'm looking for. That's going to go here. And then I need to add this to our label. So this is going to be our answer label that we use. So I'm going to click on this and select answer. Set answer label dot text to. Here we go. Click on that. We'll bring it in here. And then we'll add this onto here. Then we can go to our other button, to our exit button. When exit button long clicked, and then we will just search for close application. Perfect. This looks good, so we can go back here to our designer, and now we will go to build Android app. And I will select this QR code with my phone, download anyway, and open. You want to install this app? Yep, install. Scan the app. Install. And open. So here is the app on here. So I'm going to press click to select restaurant. Where should we eat? McDonald's, Taco John's, Chick-fil-A, Subway, runs McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. So as we press that button on there, you can see we have our random choices on there. Then when I hold to exit, it closes out of the app. And there we go. And we have our little icon on there too. I'll click dismiss. So that a simple way where you can have a random item selected from a list. You could also incorporate this with like a Magic 8 Ball, you know, or any kind of a game where you're going to have questions on there. You know, you could make something where it's going to ask you a random trivia question, and then you can answer it. All sorts of different applications for it. And I think it's pretty useful, and it's actually pretty easy to do. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know if you have any other ideas for apps you want to make. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and hopefully we'll catch you on our next MIT App Inventor tutorial video.